Linda Barcz here from the Barcz Company. And Linda, what'd you bring with us today?
I brought along some asters and some pansies. Both of these are good plants that are going to tolerate frost when we get them. I know it's hard to imagine on a day that's 87 degrees, but I also brought a little lettuce plant, and we also have some cold plants that you could plant because those crops can be replanted this time of the year and harvested this fall. And some sedum, just as a little touch. So if you have hot weather, that plant will tolerate it.
I know this is kind of that iffy time of year. You just never know what kind of weather you're going to get.
Yes, it can change pretty fast.
All right, and we do have a few callers already. We're going to get to Lori in Wanakee. Lori, what's your question?
Yes, I was wondering how you determine when to cut off perennials in the flower garden for winter cleanup. Is it after the first frost or when they start to turn brown?
When things turn brown, you can certainly cut them back, especially like peonies. Peonies are a plant that this year they have a lot of botrytis on the leaves. They're looking black and nasty. Cut that right down to the ground so you don't leave any of that behind for next season. Anything that's brown, cut off. Otherwise, you don't have to wait for frost. But with the mosquitoes, I'm finding I'm not going out into those flower beds right now. But as soon as it cools down a little bit, then that's a good time to clean it up, start cleaning things up.
Yeah, those mosquitoes have been pretty nasty. We're going to get to our next caller right now. We've got Charlie in Cottage Grove. What is your question, Charlie?
My question is about peacock ferns, and it's kind of the same thing. They're all turning brown and dying back. Can I cut those off now, or do I? Some people say I need to leave them standing to reseed for next year.
Okay, I'm not sure that I know what peacock fern is. Is it a true fern?
Yes.
It is, okay.
They get about 4 feet tall and just beautiful fronds.
So it's not an ostrich fern, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I just don't know that common name. You know what? Why don't you give me a call at the Barcz Company, and I can check with some other people and know if see if they recognize that name.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it's brown, cut it back.
Cut it back.
Yes, if there are some fronds that have spores, you could leave those.
Right.
All right, Charlie. Thank you. Next, we're going to get to Mary in Oregon. Mary, what's your question?
I have an iris garden on the west side of my house, and even though I know irises are only in the spring, I've noticed that they are not coming as big as they were. I get a lot more greenery, but not as much plant or flower.
Yeah.
And someone told me not to put wood chips down on the irises. Is this true, or I mean, I'm going to have to dig a lot of wood chips off if this is true.
No, irises. No, we're talking about German bearded ones, the ones with the rhizomes.
Yes.
Okay, you don't want to cover them up with too much wood mulch, but around the soil, that's certainly a good idea. If they aren't flowering as much, it might be time for you to dig and divide, get rid of the old parts that are not performing as well, and give that a whole new start. You can cut 3 of them and put them in a little section like that and start it all over in the same area. But make sure you cut those leaves back on iris, because there is a borer that takes advantage of the leaf being left on. So some care.
All right, we got time for one more call. We're going to get to Larry in Janesville. Larry, what's your question?
Yes, I have a vacant lot next to my lot, and I've been told that it has a weed called nimbleweed in it. I was wondering how serious this is and what I could do to, prevent it from coming over on me.
So this is a grassy area, and it's starting to invade your lawn?
I'm sorry?
Larry, this is growing in your next lot, but it's starting to invade
It's in the lot next to me, yeah.
Well, the problem is this is not going to be something that you're going to be able to eliminate by, unless you would use a strip of Roundup, because the nimbleweed would be killed by the same thing that would kill your good grass. So you're going to have to do some selective and keep it so it doesn't invade, because otherwise it will just slowly creep into your lawn, and then it's a problem.
A busy time of year?
It's always gardening time.
All right, Linda, thank you.